It carries 140 megabytes of information up to 220 kilometers in 1 second. Okay, high information carrying capacity and extremely wide band. Next advantage, smaller diameter, less weight and low cost. These are the regular common advantages. Next one, longer lifespan. So if you take copper cables, cable means group of wires. If you take copper cable, its lifetime 12 to 15 years. But if you take fiber, fiber's lifetime 20 to 30 years. Next, lack of crosstalk between parallel fibers. One more advantage, lack of crosstalk between parallel fibers. So in copper communication systems, signals often stray from one circuit to another. But here, it results other calls being heard in the background. But in case of fibers, that problem is negligible. That crosstalk is negligible. Even many fibers are cabled together, the crosstalk is negligible in fibers. That is the one of the advantage of fiber. And next one, high temperature resistance. High temperature resistance means here they have high tolerance to temperature extremes. That is also one of the advantages. No danger of short circuits. Here light only propagates. No electricity is conducting here. Okay, that is also one of the advantages. Next, it can be used even in explosive environments, high security for tapping, immunity to inductive interface, and fibers are more reliable and easy to maintain than copper cables. Next, one more advantage, flexibility of bandwidth, and they possesses low transmission losses and noise free transmission. Okay, and last advantage, potential of delivering signals at low cost, because fibers are made up of silica which is available in abundance in nature, large quantities. That's why it is also, these are all advantages of fibers compared to other communication systems. Okay, and next we discuss construction of optical fiber. So what is an optical fiber? It is a long, thin, transparent dielectric material. It is made up of glass or plastic. So if you observe the construction, it consists of one inner cylinder. That inner cylinder we call as core. So it is made up of glass or plastic. Light transmits within the core. After that, this core is surrounded by another cylindrical shell. That cylindrical shell we call as cladding. Here cladding keeps the light within the core. Next, it is surrounded by silicon coating. Here the silicon coating, it improves the quality of transmission of light. Okay, next one, it is the buffer jacket. This buffer jacket, it protects the fiber from moisture and abrasions. It is the buffer jacket here. Okay, and strength members. So strength members increases the toughness and tensile strength of the material. And last, black polyurethane protective layer. It protects the fiber from surrounding atmosphere. Okay, so once again I am repeating, it is the core. It is a long thin fiber is a long thin transparent dielectric material. It is made up of glass or plastic. It consists of one inner cylinder. That inner cylinder we call as core. Light transmits within the core. This core is surrounded by another cylindrical shell that we call as cladding. Here one main point, refractive index of core is slightly greater than refractive index of cladding. That's why core act as denser medium, cladding act as rarer medium. Okay, so when light rays passing through the core, for light rays, core act as denser medium, cladding act as rarer medium. Next, it is the silicon coating. Here silicon coating, it improves the quality of transmission of light. Next, it is the buffer jacket. Here this buffer jacket, it protects the fiber. Buffer jacket, it protects the fiber from moisture and abrasions, and strength members provides necessary toughness and tensile strength. And last, black polyurethane protective layer, it protects the fiber from surrounding atmosphere. Okay, it is the construction of optical fiber. Next, principle of optical fiber. So already we discussed, once light rays enter into the core, they propagate